Good morning, students, and welcome back to Social Studies class. I hope so. You all are well, fine, and doing well. Okay. So, in the previous class, we have studied about political parties and meaning, definitions, types of parties, how to differentiate political parties, state parties, national parties. All we have discussed about the political parties, various state parties, and all. Today we shall start economics chapter 3, that is money and credit. It is one of the very important chapter of economics. Today we start money and credit. Yes. So students, in our day-to-day activity, you may be knowing or we all are saying that in our day-to-day activity we come across so many things where we need to buy things, we need to purchase certain things, we need to hire certain things. All this process takes with the help of money. Money is the main thing to acquire all these things in our life. Whatever nowadays, food, clothing, everything, house, vehicle, all the luxurious things which we require, all the comfortable things which we require in our daily life, necessities, all we need with the help of money. Money is the main source or medium to acquire all these things in our life. Okay, right. Now, imagine the time when there were no money. The money system was not there. At that time also, people were living. People were fulfilling their needs and demands. They were living. They were acquiring the things which they want in their life. But how? Yes. When the money was not existing, when there was no existence of money or currency, we can say, then the system which was prevailing was known as barter system. It was barter system. Barter system. Okay. Now, what is barter system? Barter system is nothing but exchange of goods to goods, commodities to commodities. Okay. For example, myself is there. I want to purchase. I am a farmer. I am growing wheat, and I want to have rice. So I should search such a person. I should find out such a person who is ready to purchase wheat and ready to sell rice. Then only I can sell my wheat to him, or I can give, or I can exchange my wheat with his rice. So it was a little lengthy process, time consuming process, and you can say it was a little laborious work also, because you need to carry your things which we want to sell also. Again, you need to carry the thing which you are exchanging. So it was time consuming, and you know that in those days transportation was also not good or proper like today, or not developed like today's. So various problems were faced. Now, suppose if a person wants to sell a particular thing, example, you take rice. Okay, he want to exchange rice to a person who want rice and he want to exchange wheat. For example, myself, I want to exchange my wheat with the rice. So I should find such a person who is ready to accept wheat and ready to give me rice. If both the parties' needs are colliding and come matching, okay, such type of occurrence, such type of situations were known as double coincidence of wants. So, what is double coincidence of want? Most of the time, the question arises: what is double coincidence of want? It is nothing but when both the parties or when both the people are coming across such a thing which each other want to exchange or require in order. Such thing or such situation is known as double coincidence of wants. Okay, so next in the history from class 6th onwards, 6th and 7th classes, you might have studied about various rulers, various civilizations and all. In various civilizations, in all these civilizations and various rulers who ruled India, Mughals and all, we have or you can see Aryans, or you can see the Chauhans, Guptas, whoever ruled India. We see that they used different forms of currencies. Okay, they use gold coins, silver coins, bronze coin, copper coins, various types of coins, means measurement. To avoid this barter system, to eliminate barter system, they all started using all these types of coin system. Now, so there used to be print on those coins, okay, or they used to be counted. The amount used to varies from kingdom to kingdom. Like at present we are having various countries and each country's currency is different. In those days also, the rulers who were ruling, their currency was having different amounts, different values, and because it was made of different metals like copper, gold, silver and all. So because of this also it has various values. But present if you see, we have various now present form of currency is like you may have paper currency or coin. Otherwise we can have plastic currency. Plastic currency what comes present in our country, you can take ATM card, debit card, credit card. This is nothing but a plastic currency. Okay, also known as cashless. Okay, now so modern form of currency is nothing but coins and currency. Now what we are doing in present, we are having certain amount. That amount is issued by RBI, Reserve Bank of India, which is the bankers bank in our country, which monitors all the money transactions regarding all the regulatory, all the rules and regulations of various banks are made by RBI. RBI issue currencies or print notes on behalf of the government of India. So RBI has the right to issue or to print or to we can say dispatch currency in our country. So RBI issues certain amount of that currency. Now the person nowadays we are using that currency to buy the different things. We did not carry those amount. Now no one can in our country, no one can deny or reject that currency because RBI has authorized this, and you might have studied on every currency it is written, I promise to pay the bearer of. Means it is 10 rupees note or 100 rupees note or 500 rupees or 2000 rupees note. On that it will written, I promise to pay the bearer of. Means whoever, so the person is holding that currency has that much amount of value of money and they can purchase that much amount of value of goods and services with them. Okay, now so present we have currency and coins. Next, if we see another thing, nowadays people earn money and most of the money people doesn't keep with them, they deposit in the bank, or the people who are working in a company or wherever who gets monthly salary or salaried employees. Okay, so what happened, they open a saving account in various banks in India and the income gets deposited, transferred to those banks from the organization where they are working. Now as we don't require lump sum amount at a time in our day-to-day work, we require only little amount of money for our day-to-day activity. So rest of the amount we keep safe in the bank. Now bank also on this amount which we have deposited in the bank, they give us interest. So what happened, banks create saving habits among the people and the people also earn interest on those money. Their money is safe and also the we can minimize our expenditure. For example, if we have money in our pocket, we can lavishly use. But if it is in the bank and all, you may think once or twice before withdrawing and all. We may try to manage with our resources what we have at the present. We try to minimize our expenditure. So it is like a saving, and it is safe also from theft and all in the bank. Okay, so now, so whenever we want that money from the bank, so what is happening? We can go to bank, we can demand that money, we can withdraw that money. As our money is in bank, we can demand withdrawal of that money. Because of that process or that money is also known as demand deposit. Demand deposit is nothing but our money we withdraw on demand. Okay, that is demand deposits. Another thing, nowadays we are having ATM, debit card, credit card and all. So very oftenly we go to bank. Otherwise, we can withdraw money even from the ATMs, because minimum amount for our transactions or daily use, whatever we need, we can withdraw from the ATM also. So that is also a present method of withdrawing money or maintaining amount or cash with us. Or we can now present our country is moving towards cashless economy. Cashless economy nothing but using debit card, credit card, online transactions and all. Instead of carrying money, instead of doing transactions in currency and coins. Okay, this also avoids, okay, and that is wastage of time in banks and in ATM lines and all, and we can keep our money safe with us. Okay, next. Another thing is that now without giving cash and all, even we can pay our give money to someone or pay our bills or pay our various amount to someone through check. Okay, so what is check? Check is a paper which indicates the amount we pay to the person. Okay, for example, I am there, I am issuing a check to Raju. So what I will do, I will write Raju's name and amount how much I have to pay, date and all everything, and I will sign it. So the check is nothing but it is a type of paper money, okay, which is taken on producing into the bank. When you produce that check in the bank, you get the amount, the word it is written on that check. So nowadays we are using check also, currency and coins, demand deposits and checks. Now students, you may be knowing, sometime doubt arises in your mind. Sir, what bank benefits? How bank get benefits? How do bank get benefits? Okay, and we deposit money, we take our money, even we get interest on our amount. But how do bank benefits? Okay, now so bank also get benefit, lot of benefit. Otherwise, why that organization will work? So now let us learn about the loan activities of bank. Now see, whatever amount is deposited by the customers, like we all people deposit money in the bank. So bank maintains only around 15% of total cash. Bank maintains only 15% of total cash with it. Remaining amount it distributes in the form of loan. See, in present days, various type of loans are taken by people in day-to-day activity. Housing loan, vehicle loan, car loan, construction loan, various types of loans are taken by the people from various banks. So banks distribute that money to the customers as a loan, and bank earn on that loan high interest. For example, we deposit money in the bank, we may get from 5 to 8% on fixed deposit. I am telling 5 to 8%. Sometimes some banks give only 8 to 9% senior citizenship. Around this much percentage of money we get when we deposit. But when the bank give loan to us, it may take from 11 to 16%. It charges 11 to 16%. So the difference between, suppose 16 minus 8, we get again 8. So this 8% which bank is earning is like a loan to the amount to the bank. This is nothing but this extra amount is income of the bank. Not only this, it also earns from various other sources. Okay, like charges on maintenance of accounts, ATM cards, debit cards, so many other miscellaneous amounts also is an income to the bank. So in this way banks earn. Now loan activity of bank. Bank will loan to the people. Okay, in return it charges higher interest. For example, one example I will give you. See, it is your book example. See, Salim is the one shoemaker. What he does? He makes shoes oftenly. So once in a festival time, he gets order of 3,000 shoes. So what happened? He gets order of 3,000 shoes. Now, when he and within 1 month he has to supply that. So when he gets 3,000 order of making shoes, what he does? He has various options because he makes much amount of shoes. Okay, so suddenly he get 3,000 so amount order. So what he may do? He may take 1,000 shoes money advance. He may take 1,000 shoes money advance from that person who has given the order. Second thing, from where he has taken the raw material, he takes the raw material. There also he may take certain raw material on advance and he may promise to pay after the end of the month. Okay, because he has to hire extra labor and all. So what happened? After making all this, when he sells, okay, the money which he earns, from that money he pay back to those advances which has taken, and the extra money becomes his profit. Similarly, one more example is given is that it is about a small farmer, Swapna. She is a farmer who is having 3 acres of land. So what happened? She cultivates groundnut. She takes loans from a money lender in the village and cultivates. But due to bad luck, because of insect and all, or because of crop failure, the production is less. She could not repay back the loan. Next agriculture season, she has to take the fresh loan. So when she takes the fresh loan and she thinks that this time the crop may be good and she may pay back the loan. So this year what happened? The crops remain in normal, not much, not low, in normal. Again she could not pay back the previous loan. So what happened? The loan increases, interest on that increases slowly, and such a situation comes that she could not pay the loan. Now she get trapped into the debt traps means a type of loan means उसके ऊपर ज़्यादा कर्ज हो जाता है. She get trapped under the loan. This is known as debt trap. When a person, so what happened? To come out from the debt trap, she has to sell certain part of her land. She is having 3 acres of land. She may sell 1 acre of land. So she is losing her land or not? So we have seen 2 examples. One is Salim, where he manages without going to the bank. He manages from the people around him, okay, and he pay back the amount and he earns profit also. But whereas Swapna, she could not manage and she could not repay and she get into debt trap and she has to sell certain part of her land also. So this is nothing but the credit in the market. If you have a very good credit in the market, you get the amount when and wherever you want. And mostly to take loan, we have to go to the formal sector, not to the informal sector. In the next class, we shall study about formal and informal sectors and other activities of bank. So I hope so you would have understood, students. That is medium of exchange, development resilience of bond, and modern forms of money, currency and coin, demand deposits, checks, and loan activities of bank. Take care. See you.